Hi, Elizabeth.
Yes.
Please come on in. Have a seat wherever you feel comfortable. Hi, my name is Anna. I'm a social worker here at the university. Is it okay to call you Elizabeth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. Okay. So I wanted to go over a few things before we get started. I'm sure you filled out some paperwork, but confidentiality-wise, everything we talk about is going to stay between you and I. There's only 3 things that are going to change that, though. If I need to testify in court, if I need to talk with a supervisor about your case, and if I feel like you're a harm to yourself or others. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. And also, I like to take notes. Is that going to be okay with you?
That's fine.
Okay, perfect. And just so you know, no one else will see these. It's just for my reference from our meeting, from one meeting to another.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about what brought you in here today?
Well, I came in because I just found out that I'm expecting 6 weeks along.
Okay.
So I just didn't know where else. I haven't told anyone yet. I just didn't really know where else to turn in relation to that. So I was trying to sort all of that kind of. There's just been a lot going on this past year, so I'm just trying to sort all of that stuff out, and then on top of it, then I found out that I'm pregnant. So that's.
Well, I'd like to commend you on coming in. It's a big step and it takes a lot of courage, and especially for telling me since I'm the first person.
Thank you.
It takes a lot. So why don't you tell me a little bit what it was like for you to find out that you were pregnant?
It was well, it was. I had a feeling. I didn't find out until this past week, and I'm 6 weeks. So I had a feeling when I didn't get my period that something was awry, because usually it's always it's like clockwork. So I had kind of mentally prepared myself. I think before I went into the health center to get the test, because my friend told me that I could get the test for free, but I told her I just didn't talk to her afterwards. But so I kind of had a feeling, but when they told me, it kind of felt like I was like a balloon that they had popped. I felt really deflated over the whole situation. This is just not necessarily the best time. I know that it's a blessing that it's happened, but I'm in my last semester of my undergraduate degree. My boyfriend and I, Jason, we've been together for 2.5 years, but we've kind of gone on the skids now. So things are going right. And then
sorry to interrupt. Could you define skids for me? I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
I guess to me the skids is we're just, me and him aren't it's hard to explain, but when I'm in a relationship and my past ones, sometimes you just don't click, and it's nothing that he's doing necessarily. Maybe it's nothing I'm doing necessarily, but sometimes the vibe just isn't there, and I know. I just don't feel a certain way towards him right now, so that leads to us sometimes having disagreements over things that ordinarily would have no, stupid things, you forgot to clean your beard trimmings out of the sink, and I hate you right now for no apparent reason. And I know it's probably not his beard hair, but I can't place what it is, so I guess it's how I view the skids, something's weird, but I don't know what's up.
So you just feel like there's something off between you and him?
Yeah,
that's drifting apart a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, it's just something's weird. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned your boyfriend Jason. Can you tell me a little bit more about your support system, family, and resources?
Well, my family's been through a really weird time this past year. My grandma died 3 months ago, and so my mom's been kind of a hot mess, for lack of a better word. She's just kind of been all over the place because it was her only mother, and she has 3 biological brothers and then 4 stepbrothers. So it's it was just her and her mom, and then a copious amount of male other people in the family. So now it's just her. So she's kind of been a mess. But my parents are really religious. They go to church, or Catholic, so they go to church religiously every Sunday. So I always have my home church. And then I also have my parents, who I know will probably see this as a blessing. So that's why I've been trying to readjust that idea in my mind, that because I would never give up my child, or that's just not something I could do. And I don't plan on terminating the pregnancy. I couldn't do that either. So I have that, and I do have my boyfriend at the end of the day. Even though I don't know what that will look like in the future, I do have him in there.
Okay. So you mentioned the future. Where do you see this going? What does the future look like to you?
And that, I think, is something that one of the biggest things I've been struggling with. When I found out I was pregnant, the first thing I thought of is, oh my God, like, do I even have, like, the financial capabilities to care for a child? Like, I'm currently unemployed. I am in school, like, getting my degree, but do I have the financial abilities to care a child? And I have to tell my boyfriend, who things have been kind of strange and strained with. And when I try to think about, like, 6 months or a year, like, when the baby would be, like, 6 months old, or the baby would be a year old, like, who would be in the picture? Like, how does it look? I think that's where I get feeling confused, I guess, is because, like, I don't know how that looks. I don't know who will still be involved. I don't know where I'll be living. I don't know. It's like there's so much to plan for, and there's so much that goes into it. When you read those books, it's like you're supposed to have your entire life pinpointed to the, like, A, B, C, D, E, and then I do this, and then I do that. That it's like, haven't even told anyone. It's like, at what point, how do I plan what to name the kid or what it's going to be? I don't even know what kind of kid, what's going to look like, if it's a boy or if it's a girl, or if I haven't even told the father yet. I haven't told my parents. I don't even know where I'm living.
So it sounds like you're very anxious about the future.
Yeah.
What's going to come.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't understand what is, I'm very, that's a good word, just very anxious about it.
Okay. I just want to back up a little bit. You mentioned that you're in your last year here at the university. Can you tell me a little bit about your undergraduate degree, what you're getting it in, what you'd like to do?
Getting my undergraduate degree, that's like a whole nother can of worms, I guess you could say. My undergraduate degree is in business, and I know that, like, a business degree from the school it's a good degree. It's a very solid degree, but I feel like there's nothing that sets me apart from any other, like, candidate. Like, a business degree, I'm like a dime a dozen. Like, I'm nothing special, and that's very, like, overwhelming. Like, great, like, I have a business degree and I'm pregnant. I can offer you nothing.
Well, that's one way to look at it. I would also look at it as maybe, you've made that effort. You've gone and gotten your degree in your education. You've gotten a higher education, and you're looking to set yourself apart from that. So now that you know that that's something that you want, you'll be more open to those opportunities as well. That's another way to look that you might be able to look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely like a good perspective to have. It's hard to feel that way when you're. It's just I know it's a good degree. Like, it is a good degree. It is a good degree, and hopefully someone else will see it that way.
I'm sure someone will.
Yeah.
Find it.
Yeah.
In the right position. You mentioned financial insecurities that you had. What and you're mentioning trying to find a job. Do you have an idea of what type of job you might want to find now that knowing that you're expecting?
Well, when I found out that I was expecting, I thought, well, maybe I need to find a job that would have, like, a built-in daycare, because I don't want. That's the one thing I'm, like, most concerned about when I tell anyone that I'm pregnant, is I don't want anyone to think, like, oh, she doesn't have a plan in place to take care of her kid, like, she won't be able to take care of her baby, or, like, I don't want my parents to think, even though I think that they'll be supportive, I don't want them to think, like, oh, this is just, like, I'm going to have to take care of this kid. I'm going to have to raise this kid. I don't want to be a burden on anyone. So, a job, I guess, that would have some kind of daycare, health insurance. I don't want to have to use, like, state health insurance. I prefer to have, like, private insurance, just so maybe I might have, like, more options. I mean, just something, like, I just want to be, like, a grown-up, because I feel like having a baby is, like, a grown-up thing, and I feel like a kid having a baby, not like a grown 24-year-old having a baby.
Okay, so it sounds like you want a job that provides lots of resources for you.
Yeah.
Does that sound okay? Yeah, I think that's something that is attainable. So we've talked a little bit about your future plans. Can you tell me a little bit more about your prenatal care? What resources are you interested in looking into, or services you think you might want to try?
Well, I don't know much about prenatal care.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't. I don't really know much about that. I know that I need to get like vitamins, and I know that I need to get. I know I'm supposed to take vitamins. I know that. When I went to the health clinic, after they gave me they're like, congratulations, you're pregnant. And I'm like, oh my god, this is horrific. And well, also thank you. But I know I need to get vitamins. I know that I probably have to make up some kind of, the appointments or whatever. They gave me the whole handout, but I haven't looked at it yet, to be honest.
Have you thought about the involvement you want your boyfriend, Jason, and your family to be? How involved you want them to be?
I have. That's the other thing. It's when I think about it, I haven't been able to wrap my head, I guess you could say, around what it looks like. I definitely want Jason to be involved. I want there to be I think it's important that my partner is involved in whatever capacity would be helpful to the child, if that makes sense. I want my parents to be involved. I think this will be their first grandchild. This is going to be an amazing thing for them. But I'm just really nervous that they're going to think that being involved means raising my kid, as opposed to being involved in a grandparent capacity. I don't want them to think they're being involved as a parent, because that's why I want Jason in the same picture, because I want him involved as a parent, so they see because they're super traditional, they're Catholic, I want them to see oh, there's a stable father, there's a stable mother, regardless if we choose to continue our relationship or whatever. But that's a whole nother issue. I want them to see these are two people that can raise a baby, and I can be a grandparent. I don't have to be a parent.
Okay. So it sounds almost like you're looking to maintain your own sense of independence while still receiving help. You don't want to be too dependent on anyone.
Yeah. I'm trying to. That's exactly it. I'm trying to be a grown up. At the same time, I feel some things in my life are not grown up yet. So I think that people, especially my parents, might view me as needing them. When it's but I'm going to be having my own kid. I'm going to be having my own family.
So, kind of to summarize what we've talked about, you are expecting, and it's an unexpected expectancy, an unexpected pregnancy, and you have a little concerns about telling your boyfriend Jason and all of your family members, and then you're also concerned about, the future, how you're going to provide for this child, finance-wise and job-wise, and get through all of that. Does that sound like a good explanation?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we haven't covered today that you want to talk about? No,
I think you hit it around the head, just all that crap, one big crap pile. Yeah.
So from here on out, we'll continue to meet and explore some options and get you some of the services that you need. Does that sound?
That'd be awesome. That'd be great.
Okay, perfect. Does this time work well for you?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, this is perfect. I'm out of class at this time.
Okay, perfect. So we'll meet next week at this time, and we'll go from there. Does that sound good?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes, not a problem. Right. And I'll show you out.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you again for coming in today.
Of course. See you next week.